dark eyes, long walks through a park, and a lot of them lies. I'm a little bit jaded by a lot of what I see, so if you're still interested, you should come get at me, cause I'm tired of getting shot down, put down and dissed. I wanna be picked up, held tight and kissed, but things like this don't happen to dudes like me, because I'm more Coldplay than I am Ice-T. They say that good girls love bad guys, and that might be, but a bad girl with a good guy, that's unlikely. So what's a man to do to get to hold hands with you? Do I talk shit and stand to look?
Everybody, welcome back to MT Talk. I'm your host, Muhammad.
And I'm Takesha, and we're MT Talk.
Today we're talking about a good subject that crosses a lot of young brothers' minds today, is why do so many women date thugs? And why,
those bad boys, huh?
Yeah, why is it becoming so popular? I mean, you know, you're going to the store, or you're out, you know, at the movies or whatever, and you see this couple walk in, and one is this nicely, you know, sophisticated looking woman, and the other one is this young dude with his pants hanging down, cornrows, you know, the bad guy image, and you think, how are these two together? You know what I'm saying? And then if you delve in deeper and you see their personal lives, you also see a big contrast in there. She's a sophisticated woman who's got, you know, a 9-to-5 job. She's been to college. You know, he's a thug that's not holding the job. You know, got all kinds of issues going on.
Want some
you know,
sugar mamas?
You know.
Yeah. I mean, and just like Muhammad says, and it goes both ways, because I've seen countless good men paired up with a woman that obviously didn't deserve them, didn't bring anything to the relationship, had a few kids, had some baggage, you know, just really wasn't trying to do anything but be where she was. So there's a lot of unmatched couples, and I think that's where a lot of the baggage comes in, because not only are they unmatched, but a lot of times they bring baggage in that relationship to the next relationship, because they've been treated so wrong by that wrong person.
I agree with you, but I think a big part of this comes from, you know, what's put out there in popular culture today. Popular culture has highlighted the thug image as being what's in a man.
So cool.
I mean, if you look at everybody from Vivica Fox to J-Lo to
they've all dated
Mary J. Blige,
yeah.
you know, so many women who are considered high up had these thug guys on their side for a long period of time.
True.
And also too, even in the movies, the athletes, they all have that same image, especially within the African American community, as the idea of what a man is.
What a man.
In fact, I asked a couple women, you know, what is it they're looking at, man? It's like, I always wanted to have a little thug in them. You know, I want them to be a little bit of a roughneck, you know. And to me, that translates to, you know, I wanted to be a little bit disrespectful. I wanted to be a little bit, you know, uncaring, you know, which are really not attributes of a good man, but they confuse masculinity with this thug guy image, and I think that's definitely hurt the relationship arena. What do you think about that?
I absolutely 100% hands down agree with you. Not only does it hurt the arena, but it really tells you a lot about where we are and how insecure we are as far as in our own person and what we will accept. You know, we're really lowering our standards, and that's for the males and the females, to be with people that we feel like, we may even feel like don't deserve us, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Now, a lot of times I've heard men say that a good man finishes last. Is that what you believe?
No and yes. I say yes because it's going to take time to find the right person. You know, if you're looking for any woman that, quote, looks good, yes, you're going to be hooked up fast and you're going to be hooked up often, like many of the people who are not out looking to try to find the right person.
True.
So, in that note, yes, you're going to finish last because it takes patience to find the right person.
True.
But once you find that right person, you're more likely to be more happy than the people who've gone through hundreds of different relationships and never found happiness.
Yeah.
I will say this, a big part of the reason why I believe that so many women are attracted to this
thug mentality.
Thug mentality
yeah.
is also true because in the home, many, like, even if they do have fathers, many of the fathers are working all the time, and so the model that they get from in the home come from popular culture again,
From the streets,
come from the street,
media. Yeah.
you know, and also too, there's a lot of single parent homes.
That's
so
true.
the only image they do have of men is again popular culture. So
Popular
it all
culture.
translates to this image that's constantly being bombarded or put down our throats as okay, what is a man like? And for us men, we find ourselves wanting to emulate that because we feel that that's what they want.
Exactly.
You know.
That's what's in.
Right.
And see, it's never popular always to stand ground and to stay true to who you are. But it does pay off. When I think about some of the people you named off, when you were talking about J-Lo, when you were talking about Vivica Fox, when you're talking about Mary J. Blige, these are all women, if you think about it, after going through this thug mentality kind of man, end up marrying somebody or being with somebody that treated them like the woman they deserve to be treated. A lot of times it happens because of insecurities, and we have to work through those as people, as men, as women, to find out that we don't have to be treated incorrectly to be loved and to be desired.
That's a good note. And for us men, we don't have to take on that image of the thug to be wanted. We don't have to be fake or act hard just to be, you know, to gain the interest.
You have to be yourself.
That's right.
Ultimately, that's what pulls the person that is right for you. Now, you can pull all the wrong ones by doing the wrong things. Pull all the right ones by doing the right things.
That's right.
With that being said, we want to know, hey, what kind of man are you into? What kind of woman have you dated? Do you have some, we talked about red flags once before. Do you have some red flags that were thrown up but you didn't listen to them and got involved with these wrong people? Well, let us know. Post a comment. We'll, send a video blog right back to you, let you know what we think.
That's right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
MC Talk.